So this is question 6, Wisdom Untethered by Michael Singer. There's a particular kind of thought that arrives without warning. Maybe something surfaces from years ago. A moment when you were selfish or careless or cruel in a way you were ashamed of. And the mind runs it again and again, reconstructing it, sharpening the edges, making sure you feel it fully. The moment is gone, the person you were then, that level of understanding, that level of pain or fear that drove that behavior gone, and yet the guilt keeps that old version of you alive, and somewhere underneath all of it, a quiet but persistent voice saying, "You don't get to just move on from here." So that voice feels like accountability, it feels like the responsible thing to carry. But it hasn't fixed anything, it hasn't reached anyone, it's just still there. So by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what that guilt is doing and how to overcome it. So Singer is asking one simple question. If someone asked you today, would you do that again? If the answer is no, then you have learned. And learning is the only thing life ever asked of you. So imagine you're learning to play piano. Early on, you make mistakes, wrong notes, missed timings, a recital that goes badly. So years later, you play beautifully now. Should you ever feel guilty about those early mistakes? You would probably say no. You were learning. The mistakes were part of the process. So without them, there is no version of you that plays well now. Singer says life works exactly the same way. You are a soul that was sent here to evolve, which means making mistakes were never a sign that something went wrong with you. It was a mechanism itself working, clumsily, painfully, sometimes for other people, but working. And this doesn't mean the harm wasn't real. It was. The people you hurt, that was real. But the guilt that you carry forward, that you feed daily, that you use to punish yourself across years, that helps no one. It doesn't repair anything. It doesn't reach the people you hurt. It just keeps you trapped in the version of yourself that no longer exists, answering for things the person you are now would never do. So people worry that letting go of guilt means letting themselves off the hook, pretending it didn't happen. Singer's view is the opposite. You can only let go of something you have faced fully. Guilt that you have carried honestly, that has genuinely changed you, that guilt has already done its work. So holding on to it past that point isn't integrity. It is self-punishment, dressed as accountability. So the move isn't to erase what happened, it's to stop using the past to define who you are now. You are not what you did. You are the one who is now conscious enough to feel the weight of it. That consciousness, that capacity to be troubled by harm you caused is itself the growth. Now Singer offers something concrete. He says, raise yourself and offer the most beautiful aspect of yourself to every person you meet now. If you want to make something right, not by replaying what you did, but by being genuinely different in how you show up today. This is what repair actually looks like. Find somewhere still. Let your body settle. Let's do a little meditation. Bring to mind something you have been carrying, something old. You don't need to examine it. Just acknowledge it is there. And now ask yourself, quietly, has this changed me? If it has, then it's already given you everything it had to give. See if you can, just for this moment, loosen your grip on it. Not forgive yourself in some grand gesture, just stop holding it so tightly. You are not that moment. You are the one who has been carrying it, and who is now, right now, aware enough to put it down. Let it be over. And notice what's here when it is over. Please subscribe to the channel to continue this journey of wisdom untethered with us. May you walk forward in presence.